You that. Let's try this again, man. Come on, y'all. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. Where y'all at? Yeah, we good. We good now. Yo, that. What's going on? My fault, y'all. I'm still trying to figure this computer thing out, man. Still trying to figure it out, man. But I'm here now. What's going on? Yo, that. What's going on? Reef Taco, Lenny D. Man, Lenny D, you always one of the first ones, man. Appreciate you. Notification gang. You already know that. Yo, that. Eagles champ. Yo, that. We signed a King Butler. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on. I'll bring that up. We signed a Hakeem Butler. Okay, okay. We need to make some moves. We need to make some moves because the dudes that that's here ain't getting the job done. We already know that. Yo, that. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? What they do? Hey, man, I'm chilling, man. Hey, sorry for the technical difficulties not too long ago, but I'm trying to figure this thing out, man. Y'all already know, man. Run, fat man, run. Greatest quotes ever by Philly 500. Who he was talking about? Who was talking about? Because I heard and I seen that he was talking about Carson Wentz being fat. But hey, man. Hey, Nina, what's going on? How you doing? Yo, that, what's going on? Okay, now it's loading up. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. Because I got some things to say. I got some things to get off my chest, man. I got some things to get off my chest, man. You already know my guy. Warm it up, though. You already know. Yo, that. What's going on, man? Yeah, you already know I'm in the building, man. Here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Eagle season. Shout out to you, my guy, man. If you don't know who Eagle season is, go check him out. Seriously, after you get done watching this live, though. You know what I mean? Eagles champ Carson. Okay. Lenny D, Doug and Carson, Howie and sports scheme, Howie and sports schemes is all to blame. We got a lot of blame. We got a lot of blame to throw around. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. See, this is what I'm not gonna indulge in. Trade him for who? Who you gonna trade him for, Brian? Appreciate you stopping by, but what's your plan? You can't just say trade Carson Wentz and you don't got a plan. So I need to know your plan, man. My guy Murph, man. Yo, that nation. You already know. Yo, that gang, all that, man. Yo, that what's going on, man. Jersey boy. Hey, that thing on the way. That thing in the mail for you, man. Hello, hey, listen, I couldn't find a $15 gift card. Was it you? Yeah, I couldn't find a $15 joint for you, so you're getting a 20. You know what I mean? You might want to thank my wife for that. She looked all over for it. She couldn't find it, so she got you a $15 gift card. Man. I mean a $20 gift card. Who else we got ahead? How he gets 80% of the blame. I'm gonna get on him. I'm gonna get on him. We got some things to talk about. And we're talking 80. No one taking on 80 million guarantee. Exactly. Exactly. Listen, man, we live you live by the gun, you die by the gun, man. This is who we have. I ain't gonna say stuck with. I feel as though he's gonna come out of the slump. A lot of people counting him out. I don't really feel that way. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I feel as though he'd hit a wall, but it's a wall he can climb over or bulldoze over. And real fast, before I get into some more comments, real fast, we are sitting there and dissecting every throw that Carson Wentz makes, right? But we're not putting in consideration of the fact that he put the team on his back Sunday. The play calling was bad. The defense didn't turn up to the second half, and we was down. We should have never ever been down to a Cincinnati Bengal team. But he willed his way. He did everything that he could. This is what you want out of your franchise quarterback. When things are not going right, you want him to be able to put you in a position to win. He did that. He did that. I mean, am I wrong? He really did that. Did everything he could with his arm, with his legs. Did he miss some throws? Yes, he did. I'm not going to sit here and shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. If you want to talk about the Miles Sanders situation, I'm not going to fight you on that one. I feel some type of way about that one. I feel as though he should have been on the sideline a little more on the wheel route, but he wasn't. But he missed him. He missed him. It's just a miss. You know what I mean? And there's nothing that I can talk. It's nothing that I can really say that's gonna change people's mind about that. So I ain't even worried about that. But you already know, man. You already know. I feel how I feel. I feel as though Carson is going to turn the corner, man. I don't know when it's going to be, but thankfully we are in a bad division. You know what I mean? So we only a game and a half out. We only game and a half out. How many games to play? 13? Come on, man. Don't give up on my boy yet. And if you do, man, how about the car? Don't come back. Please don't come back. Don't ask me to like to play on the bandwagon when we turn around and be winning the division. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, let's get in some of these comments. Damn, I lost where I was at. Okay. Big play Slay. Yo, that what's going on, man? Okay. Lanny Dibbs fought struggles. It really was fought. He struggled. Yeah, I mean, listen, he was struggling. My thing is, right? Let me ask you this real fast. Hold up. Let me get to my guy real fast. Thanks for the super Yodak. The super Yodak, man. I don't call them super chats. If y'all new to this, I don't call them super chats. Thanks for the super Yodak, man. If y'all don't know who Philly Notion is, you better climb under that rock that you in. You better climb under that rock that you living under, that you hide under. Stop being the guy from SpongeBob. My kids watch that all the time. Patrick, hiding under a rock or living under a rock, whatever, because you need to sub this man up. Shout out to Notion. Everybody smash the like button. The general about to put things in perspective. You already know how I'm about to get down. Listen, let me tell y'all this, right? Let me tell y'all this. Carson Wentz has been playing bad, but his coach has not put him in good predicaments to where he can flourish. If you know your quarterback is struggling, and you know that the game is not out of hand, we was never down 2 scores. Why do you stop running the ball? Miles Sanders almost had 100 yards. He had like 75 yards at the half. You can only give him the ball 8 times, and you make Carson Wentz throw the ball 41 times when he is struggling. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't get. And I'm not going to put all the blame on Doug, but most of the blame goes to Doug because say you work at a company, right? You work at a company. Now, all your workers is messing up, but it's things that you can do for them not to mess up. It's things that you can, it's type of things that you can implement into the system. It's type of things that you can do to make sure that your workers are coming to work every single day and doing what they need to do. So who are you looking at when it's a big job that is not done and you ain't put your workers in the best position? You're looking at the boss, right? Doug Peterson is the boss. Carson Wentz is a worker. As much as we want to say it's all Carson Wentz's fault, he is a worker. He is put in a position to where as though he should flourish or he falls. And he has been falling. And most of that has to do with the play calling of Doug and the things that he's been doing. First of all, once again, I'm going to keep saying this. Why are you keep sticking this man in the pocket? He is not a pocket passer. As much as you want to try to groom him to be this guy, maybe you're trying to live through him because you've been a backup all them years. You sat behind guys, and that's nothing. You sat behind Brett Favre and Dan Marino, if I'm not mistaken. I swear he stood behind Dan Marino. These are 2 guys that got out of the pocket, that broke containment, that did things on the fly. Why can't you do this for Carson Wentz? Let me get to some of these comments. Hold up, y'all. Man, and these are flying in, man. The Bengals couldn't stop Miles Sanders on the ground, and Doug completely. That's what I'm saying. And you know what's crazy, y'all? I don't know how many of y'all are like really in Philly, but I'm in Philly, so I listen to the sports radio. I don't really listen to the radio like Power 99, none of that. I don't listen to rap on the radio. I listen to sports radio. On sports radio, they had Miles Sanders on WIP, right? And they asked him, well, Doug Peterson said you was fatigued. Is that part of the reason why you wasn't implemented in the second half? He said fatigue. No, I wasn't fatigued. I was ready. Whatever they threw at me, I was ready to do it. Now, what I can say, and I said this in my video yesterday, if you have not checked it out, make sure you go do that. What I said yesterday, I see a little bit slower Miles Sanders. I don't know if it's the hamstring. I don't know if he's not in football shape all the way, But what I can say, he does look a little slower. And I text my guys, shout out Gate City, shout out Philly Mike. I text my guys the second play. It wasn't after Miles Sanders. Carson Wentz missed Miles Sanders on a wheel route. I text him the second play when he hit the hole. Now he got 10 yards, but I'm like, that don't look like the Miles Sanders I know. Miles Sanders looks a little sluggish, but what I can say, he still was doing what he needed to do. He still was putting us in a better position to win. And you strayed away from that. And you make Carson Wentz throw the ball 41 times when he is already struggling, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You hear what Miles Sanders said on IG. He said, don't be a fan leader. Either you with us. Hey, a lot of people are saying that. Miles Sanders, Kayvon Wallace, it's a couple other guys, man. And I feel the same way. I understand the frustration. I understand everybody's in an uproar because it's like, damn, we should be 2-1 at the best. But we should be 2-1 at the best, but we are 0-2-1. So that makes a lot of people want to, rear off and basically take a back seat and say, you know what, trade this guy, get this person out of here, yada yada yada. Cool, that's how you feel. I need that same energy week 16 when we're fighting for the division against the Dallas Cowboys and we win that game. You know what I mean? I need that same energy. You went off this boat, you can't paddle your way back on here. That's just how I feel, man. Because y'all don't understand, like, you know how many DMs and how many messages and all this bull crap that I get. Now, like I said, I understand the frustration. Y'all, I'm frustrated too. I feel as though I'm probably more frustrated than y'all because I got to come on here and talk to y'all before and after every single game. But I'm going to continue to do that, and I still feel as though Carson Wentz is a shell of himself right now, but I feel as though he will break out of that shell, and we will see the guy that we seen at the end of last year and in 2017, man. That's just how I feel. But Doug needs to give the play calling up. Doug needs to give the play calling up, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's that time. I'm tired of seeing these manila plays. I'm tired of seeing all across the league. Like, I don't know if y'all watch football other than the Eagles, but if you look at every single team, it don't matter who their quarterback is. It's so many plays that are constructed that are so like, dang, like, how did he draw that up? You don't get that from us. Everything is congested. Everything is crossing routes. Everything is a wheel route. It's like you use your fast guys to do comeback routes, your inexperienced guys to do comeback routes, right? You should use your speed guys to do screens. But no, you want to use dudes like Greg Ward and stuff like that. Like, no, man, you have to make sure that you put your best quality players in the best position. It should be no reason why Hightower is not running screens. It should be no reason why Rhaegar isn't running screens when he was healthy. But instead, you had them running comeback routes in the first half, timing routes when they're rookies. Number one and number two is week one. Like what was you thinking? You know what I mean? So my thing is, Doug, give me 3 weeks of Rich Gang Jelly. I can't ever say the dude name. Richie Rich. Give me a couple weeks of him running the playbook. Give me a couple weeks of him constructing his offense. Because you know what's crazy? When did we score last week, y'all? Think about it. Think about it, y'all. When did we score? We scored when Carson Wentz went no huddle and took the hem basically from Doug Peterson and was calling his own plays. That's when things opened up. That's when he started seeing the feel better. And that's also when he started saying, you know what? I'm going to put the team on my back. I'm going to run. I'm going to put my body on the line. And people are not giving Carson Wentz. They're not congratulating Carson Wentz for doing things like that. All they want to talk about is 2 or 3 throws that he should have made. I understand that, but it's more to the game than 2 or 3 throws. What y'all talking about, man? Let me get in the head, man. This strong going crazy, y'all. Vic 3, yo, what's going on, man? What's going on? Clash with the same. Wentz is our future. Believe it or not, he is. He is. It's nothing. It's nothing that you can talk about. And I'll get into this offensive line in a minute. Give me a second, man. Let me shout some of y'all out, man. No fact that was once. No fact. It's a fact. Once has been on. Yeah, he is. It's no way that you can. There's no way that you can try to defend that he has not been on the downfall. There's no way. But what I'm saying is his coaches are not healthy. His coaches ain't helping. That's what I'm saying. And to me, that's more important because y'all want to trade Carson Wentz. I guarantee you, I will put all the money I got in my pocket right now. And if we trade him, he will go somewhere and be a star. That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. And I put money down on that. NFC East is not enough. I mean, listen, bro. I appreciate you. You already know. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, right? You got your quarterback. Your quarterback, every time he looks up, every single series, he's looking at different receivers. And it's not because of play calling. It's not because of dudes being implemented in and out of the game plan. It's because of dudes being hurt. You look at a dude like Jason Peters. Oh my gosh, he was horrible. You know what I mean? You look at Jason Peters, right? We went through this whole struggle. Y'all already know how I feel about Jason Peters. You wanted all this money. You wanted the bread. They gave you the bread. And now look at you. Now, yo, when I say he was a turnstile, when I say he was one of them things when you about to get on the train and you got to put the quarter in, yeah, that was him. People was running right through him like they was Casper and he was a wall. Like they was just running right through him. And not only that, I didn't see any heart from Jason Peters. People was running right through Jason Peters, getting to Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was breaking out a lot of them. A lot of them could be sacks too. But then when he's on the ground, you don't pick your quarterback up. You don't help your quarterback. And not only that, I don't know if a lot of y'all know this. I don't know if a lot of y'all know this. Jason Peters was supposed to be in for Matt Pryor when Matt Pryor had the false start. Matt Pryor had the false start because he wasn't even supposed to be there. That was Jason Peters' spot. I blame it on Jason Peters, and I wouldn't have paid Jason Peters all that money. Because now look at him. Oh, my shin hurts. Oh, I'm going to check myself out of the game. Oh, I'm not going to sit here and I ain't going to fight for this team. Carson Wentz put his body on the line. He put everything he could on the line, but yet and still, people want to ground him up when you got other things to look at. Carson Wentz played bad. I ain't going to keep saying it. He has been playing bad, but you got to look at all the intricate parts. You got to look at everything that's going on. You got to look at the fact that his offensive line has been up and down, shaky. You got to look at the fact that his number 2 tight end goes down. His supposed to be number 1 receiver goes down. His rookie receiver goes down. The stud that everybody was, praising, who I think is a stud. It's a lot going on. And it ain't just Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz needs to play better. It's nothing that I will sit here and lie to y'all to say that he been playing up the par. He been playing horrible. But at the same time, when you are a coach, when you are a good coach, I had Doug top 5. It's not looking like that right now. It's not looking like that right now because I guarantee other coaches would have put this guy in positions to where as though he will flourish. And here's another thing I want to say to y'all real fast before I get into y'all comments again. Here's another thing. You go over in 2017, right? When we was all when Nick Foles was struggling, he went over his tape in 2012 and said, you know what? This is the best Nick Foles that we know. We're going to use this in the NFC Championship, in the Atlanta game, and also in the Super Bowl. And what happened? We win a chip. We win a chip. Why can't you do that for Carson Wentz? This is what I don't understand. Why can't you go to his film in 2017? I don't see no plays from 2017. Do y'all? I mean, answer me. Do y'all? I don't see any plays from 2017, and that is a problem. Why can't you do the same thing for Carson Wentz? But no, you're trying to say, Carson, you are my quarterback. I want you to do this. I need you to do that. You keep trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It don't fit. Stop trying to have this guy in the pocket, move him out. I seen one rollout last week. And the other rollouts is when Carson Wentz said, you know what? I'm the heck out of here. Tired of getting beat up. I'm tired of my offensive lineman. getting beat, and you got me running five steps and 7 drop back passes. No, we ain't built like that. We are not built like that. This offensive line ain't built like that. They did a good job against the Rams. Cool. Kudos to y'all. But then you turn back to bullcrap, to garbage. Let me get into some of y'all comments, man. See what we talking about. Hold on. I lost where I was at. Once missing so many open receivers. I ain't gonna say so many, but he has been missing. He has been missing, and they've been crucial times, and that needs to stop. Victory, yo, that. I said Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, and LaFleur went to the playbook together and went through plays they were comfortable with. Does anyone know how much input Carson has on the offense? No, I don't. I don't. But what I will tell you, Vic, is when Carson Wentz takes the offense on his own and he's running the no huddle and he's calling the plays himself, we see what happens. We score touchdowns. Wentz 14, 15, and 1. If you take out the dumpster fire, New York, yeah. I want to say dumpster fire, but you got to remember who he was throwing to. You got to remember who he was throwing to. Dudes that should be was four-string wide receivers. Can't forget that. Ertz out. Lane Johnson out. I ain't really want to talk about last year, man. But I understand what you're saying. What's got to play better? But to put that stat up, that's really misleading. That's really misleading, 2020 vision. And I like you, man. You come through. I appreciate everything you do. But that's misleading right there. Let's see what else we got, man. Rich facts. Okay, y'all talking to each other. All right. After watching the Chiefs game, it's apparent that our offense is not involved. Exactly. Listen, the Chiefs are on a whole nother level. The Chiefs, the Seahawks. I mean, you can give it to the Packers if you want. They're on a whole nother level, and that's a level we probably won't even touch this year. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. We won't touch this year until Doug gives them play calls up. You got to get them play calls up, man. Seriously, man. Like the guy that you brought in here to be the mind, the guy that you brought in here to take the helm and being in control of how Carson Wentz gets out the pocket, the plays how he gets out the pocket. Rich, can't say his name, Richie Rich. The guy that you brought in here, he is not even being used only in 2-minute warnings. And once again, shout out to Philly Mike. I know you in here, man. I seen you. I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute. Shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. He said it the best. 2-minute drills. This is when we scoring. It's either 2-minute drills or when Carson is running the no huddle. So what's that saying about Doug, man? What's that saying about Doug? My God, there you go. There you go. Shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. If you have not subbed up to him, I don't know where you've been. Do that. Doug said Peterson did a good job. Did a good job where? Did a good job where? He didn't even come to work. How you gonna do a good job? He didn't even come to work. Come on, man. Stop the foolishness, man. Stop the foolishness. Doug's starting to get like Mr. Baltimore, Chip Kelly himself, who would really not be named. He's starting to get like him. You're trying to act like you know so much more football than we do. Just because you are a head coach and you're a Super Bowl winning head coach, you're not looking like that. Not like that right now. Number one. Number two, don't try to act like this is a football town. This is a football city. I know everybody is everywhere, but we understand football. We understand what we see on the field. Peters was booty juice. And there's nothing that now if you don't want to dumb down your players, you don't want to make them look bad. So you say, you know what, Peters could have did better. It's ways of wording things, but you don't say he was good, man. We need more schemes. Greg Warner, Hightower, JJ think a Whiteside is finished. Quay Watson's being back from IR. It's going to help Carson. I believe that. I believe everything you said except for JJ. I think the Whiteside is finished. Once again, it's coaching to me. Everybody wants to talk about Metcalf. Metcalf is not here. But who's to say that if Metcalf was here, that he wouldn't be used right? This is the problem. You have your players, and everybody's looking at Howie. I'm looking at Howie too, because it's a lot of things that he shouldn't have did that he did. But what I'm saying is, your developing staff, your coaching staff, and also your medical team. I don't know what's going on. Everybody seems like they get hurt when they come here, number one. Number two, it's just, I understand this year is different with conditioning and everything and with the corona and all that. All right, cool. I understand it. But this has been going on for the last 4 years. People been getting hurt. People been coming here and regressing. Malik Jackson, number one. Hargrave has regressed. You know what I mean? I understand it's only 2 games, but injured again. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. Dudes in and out. Dudes doing more. Dudes doing more in and outs in the N1 mixtape, man. All right, so we got Doug put in the plays that once. Who told you that? 2020? 2020? How you know that? If you know that, I need your inside scoop. Seriously. Lenny D, what's worse is I heard from, okay, y'all talking to each other again. Show enough. Yo, that, what's going on? What's going on? Trey Thompson said JP tapped out our last game. I said that. I told you that. I told you that. Shout out to Trey Thomas. I just found out that he had a YouTube channel. I've been watching it. I've been watching. He break down the O line like no other, man. I appreciate it. But I could have told you that. A blind man could see that. Listen, JP wanted this money to do what? To show that he had a chokehold on the organization because you felt some type of way that Andre Dillard got drafted. You said, you know what? You draft my replacement, I'm going to show my behind. And he's been doing that ever since. Last year, what did I tell y'all about last year? The Dallas game, when Lane Johnson went out. He let Dillard go over there on the right side and get barbecue chicken. And what did he do? Oh, in a press conference, oh, you know what? If they need me to go over there next game, knowing Lane Johnson's coming back, if they need me to go over there next game, I'll do it. You wanted to show that kid up, and you succeeded in that. Now you wanted to show the front office up, and you wanted to hold hostage, and they kept you at right guard, kept you at right guard. Then Dillard goes out. Then you come in talking about some, oh yeah, well, I'll play left tackle, knowing that you already had a conversation with Howie Roseman. He was going to pay you the $10 million that you wanted with incentives and all that bull crap. I'm done with Peters, man. I'm done with Peters. Seriously, man. And you know what's crazy? It starts from the front office. We have no type of identity. We used to be bullies. We used to be a hard-hitting team. We used to be the guys that when you came to the link or you came to the vet, you were scared. Number one, because of the fans. Number two, because of dudes like Brian Dawkins. You know what I mean? Dudes like Hugh Douglas, stuff like that. You were scared. Now ain't nobody scared of us. Name one team in the National Football League that is scared of the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't worry, I'll wait. While I wait, I get to some of these comments. Carson can't throw a deep ball on target point. All right, so what about the Greg Ward? What about the Greg Ward throw? The touchdown. That was a deep ball, pause. That was a deep football. Don't tell me he can't do it. He just hasn't been doing it consistently. And a lot of it, I feel as though his footwork and his weight gain. I think him gaining that weight is probably one of the worst things that he could ever have did. At first, when I seen it, I said, damn, he looks, a little brolic. He look a little tough, but now he looks a little sluggish. So I don't know if that's messing with his footwork, but his footwork is a problem. And that needs to be coached. That needs to get better. I'm way behind, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm way behind, y'all. I'm hype about Quez Watkins. I feel like I can't wait for Quez. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna skip past a couple of y'all joints, man. If I miss you, comment again. Cause this joint loading up. My fault, y'all. My guy, man, BR, what's going on? Yo, that. Hey, man, ain't nothing going on. Just here to talk. I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to put the facts down on the line, man. Seriously, I'm tired of everybody just coming at Carson like it's only his fault. Like he's the only one. He's the only one on the football field. I understand he's supposed to be the leader. I understand he's the face of the franchise. But at the same time, we got to understand it's more than rap, y'all. It's more than just Carson missing throws. It's more than Carson missing reads. It's more than Carson throwing interception. It's a whole package of things, man. And it's time that we address these things. It's time that we address Peters. It's time that we address Jim Schwartz with the sticks defense again. I've been told Jim Schwartz I don't never want to see stick defense again unless it's fourth or third and 25. If it's third and 25, I'm cool with that. Anything less than that, no. Third and 15. Did y'all see it? Because I did. Did y'all see it? I did. 3rd and 15, man. You run the sticks defense. As soon as I seen it, I said this is a disaster. Shout out to Gate City. Gate City texted us and he said, sticks defense, what could go wrong? And I was thinking the same thing. Come on, man. And then they had a nerve to say, oh, Jim Schwartz must be mad because Jim Schwartz need to kick himself in the behind. What are you doing, man? Our issues from the start, front office on down. Carson is just a part of the finished project. A good OC or head coach could bring Carson back. Exactly. Show enough right. You show enough right. Like, this is what I've been trying to say. This is what I've been trying to preach. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. If Carson Wentz, y'all want to talk about trade Carson Wentz? If Carson Wentz goes somewhere else, he will flourish. Just imagine Carson Wentz over there with the 49ers with Kyle Shanahan. Just imagine Carson Wentz over there in New Orleans with Sean Payton. Just imagine Carson Wentz in Kansas City with Andy Reid. It's levels to this. It's levels to this. Y'all shout out to Meek Mills. It's levels to this, man. Seriously, you got to understand that sometimes a player is only as good as his coach. And right now, it's in his head. It's in his head. And Doug didn't do him no favors last week. Well, this past Sunday. Doug ain't doing no favors by sitting there and saying, you know what? My team fought. I seen my quarterback put his body on the line. So what I ain't going to do is I'm going to kick the 64-yard. I ain't do that. Now, what I can say is I was kind of iffy. I was stamped about it on Sunday night. If y'all seen it live, man. If y'all seen it live. I was stamped about it on Sunday night. But then I had some, I had to draw back about it like, oh, I forgot because I was a little tipsy. I forgot that it's not where the ball is hyped, it's where the ball is kicked from that they get the ball from. And our defense was not playing up to snuff, but they started getting at Joe Burrow in the second half. It's all about a rhythm thing, and that's what coaching. I mean, not that sometimes you can't go on them analytics. You have to have a feel for the game. They were stopping Joe Burrow, man. You know what I mean? And then you backtrack. That you cannot expect a team to have confidence. You cannot expect a team to have confidence, right? You can't expect a team to have confidence if you ain't got confidence in yourself. You come on, you make the call, and then after you make the call, what do you say? You know what? I stand by that call. But then the next day you go on WIP and you say, you know what? I probably would have did it different. No, if that's your call, you stand by that because now everybody in the locker room is sitting there and they questioning you like, if you don't know who you are, we don't know who we are. It starts from the head coach down. What's your identity, Doug? Your identity is the team's identity. We have no identity. We are one of them dudes that's I don't know if you ever watched the shows when they got the guy's face blacked out and the deep, dark voices, and nobody knows who the heck they are. That's who we are right now. Come on, man. I gotta skip some of y'all. This joint going crazy. Like I say, y'all gotta comment again, man. Back so we fresh. Hey, yo, that what's going on, Jerome? Slay is what we paid him. Yo, listen, Slay. A lot of people trying to ground Slay up. I don't know how. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what you've been looking at. But Slay is what is what the doctor ordered. Maddox was barbecue chicken. Nickel Roby has been barbecue chicken. LeBlanc came in. I thought as though he played a good game. I think the game would have been different if LeBlanc started last week. I think the game would have been different. That's another thing, man. Jim Schwartz. When are you going to bench Nathan Gary? It's time for Nathan Gary to go. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what he sees in this kid. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why he's still there, but he needs to go. We got two young, I feel as though studs. I don't know. They didn't put them on the field yet. I feel as though they studs, man. Jim Schwartz. Hold up. Let me drop this comment real fast. Hold up. I don't know how to hide it. Hold up. Because I need everybody to listen to me right now. Jim Schwartz. It is time for you to look at everybody on your defense and hold people accountable. If they are not doing the job, they do not get the job. Nathan Gary is buns. It's time for you to bring in Bradley. It's time for you to bring in Taylor. One of them two, either one. Jalen Mills is buns. I'm sorry. It's time for you to look at Kayvon Wallace. I understand probably when Will Parks get back, he's probably going to get some burn. I have not seen Kayvon Wallace in one snap yet. This is your 4th-round draft pick. Taylor, this is your 3rd-round draft pick. Why are they not getting any burn? This is the problem that I got with this organization. It's like, first of all, Jim Schwartz is kind of in control of who he picks and guys that they draft and guys that they pick up in the off season. But you're not utilizing your guys. You love Nathan Gary so bad. Every single game he's burnt toast. Every single game he misses a tackle. Every single game he looks clueless. Put him in a bootleg. He's clueless. You don't know what's going on. This and that. Yo, when I tell y'all this, right? Jim Schwartz is on a hotter seat than I thought he was. I said at the beginning of the season, man. I said at the beginning of the season, Jim Schwartz is on a hot seat because of all the talent that he got. And you don't really got no injuries. I mean, Hargrave, yeah, but you still have Fletcher Cox. You still got Malik Jackson, who been balling. You know what I mean? So you still got you have way more talent on the defense than Carson Wentz got on the offense. I've been said this, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember. I've been said this. But see, the problem is you don't know how to utilize. I see sometimes you still got Darius Slay playing zone. I see sometimes you still got Darius Slay 10 yards back of his receiver. That is not the type of cornerback that he is. He is a cornerback that is going to lock you down, that is going to be face-to-face with you before the ball is snapped. We be wanting players, right? We be wanting these big guys. We want these big names. We be wanting all this talent. And then they'll come over here and just look, Now Slay been holding it there. But I'm talking about just other players that everybody wanted because of the scheme. See, people think that just because you got talent in the National Football League that you're going to flourish. No, it's reasons why dudes be wide open. And it's not just because of talent. It's because of schemes. It's because of play calling. It's because of things that coaches can do to get a player open. It's because of things that a defensive coach can do to shut a player down. That's just facts. We have to understand that it's just not about the players, man. Get in some of y'all comments, man. Oh, hold up. I be forgetting I'm a moderator. I go off. Y'all know how I get down. I go off, man. I go off. Don Watkins, thanks for the super Yoda. I appreciate you, man. I see you married, man. Congratulations. I don't know when that happened, but congratulations. I need Kayvon Wallace to get some of them. Listen, we need playmakers. You're absolutely right, Lenny D. We need playmakers, man. I drip. Yo that. Yeah, Trey wants to the Colts watch him ball. Exactly. I mean, y'all. I mean, dudes that want to keep saying it. Y'all want to keep saying, "Oh, Trey Wentz, get Wentz out of here," and all that old bull crap. Mark my words, you ain't gonna be liking it in the end. I'm trying to tell you, it's no way because here's why I want to say this. It's no way that all that talent is just diminished. It's no way that all that we seen from 2017, I ain't really gonna say 2018 because he was hurt. So we really seen like a hurt and kind of hobble Carson Wentz, especially after he got the back fracture and all that. But you can't tell me a guy in 2017 and just last year just diminished, just don't know how to play football. Nah, man, I ain't buying it. Man. I don't care if it's on sale. I don't care if it's free 99. If it's free 99, I ain't buying it. You hear me? Seriously, man. Seriously. Welcome to Philadelphia, where players come to regress. It seemed like that, man. It seemed like that, yo. Don't go off. Don't about going off. You saying nothing but fact. Hey, listen, man. I appreciate it, man. And I don't know how many people that's in here that wanted Jason Peters back or wanted to pay Jason Peters. You know what I mean? I had no problem with Jason Peters coming back. I had no problem with him playing. I wanted him to play the left guard, and I wanted Salomalo to go to the right guard in the beginning. You know what I mean? But I had no problem with coming back. But there was a lot of people that saying, "No, pay JP, pay him for what? For that? For what I seen on Sunday? For you not even giving the courtesy of my quarterback to extend your hand to pick him up while he's on the ground after you caused the sack? Part of the game is dead. Come on, man. Come on, man. This whole team got to do better, yo. This whole team, I think we tanking. I don't think we taking. Tanking for what? Tanking for what? Like, I mean, y'all want to talk about Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence is the same guy as Carson Wentz is going to be, especially if he comes into this system. I don't think we tanking. I just feel as though guys being in and out. The talent is not what we actually thought they was, and the talent that I think that is still there, they're not using. They're not using these young talent. Hopefully, Quez Watkins can make a statement because we really don't have no X receiver. We really don't have no guy that plays the X, the outside, basically on the left hand side. You know what I mean? We don't have that kind of guy. We don't have that guy that's going to fight for 50-50 footballs. We don't have that red zone guy. JJ, I think Whiteside's supposed to be that, but once again, you're not even using him. And then you want to say, oh, JJ, I think Whiteside was hurt. He just magically had an injury. Like, come on, man. But my thing is, how do you get more snaps than Greg Ward? And Greg Ward outballed him. Do y'all know Greg Ward had like 8 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown? Come on, man. Greg Ward can't be our best receiver again. He can't. He can't. This is a problem. Until Rhaegar come back, things have to happen. Hopefully, Quez Watkins can do something. I believe in the kid. Y'all know how I feel about the kid, man. So hopefully, but are you going to use him right? That's another thing. Are you going to use Quez Watkins? How are you going to use him? I don't know. Then you got Deshaun Jackson on the snap count. And it's crazy because now Deshaun Jackson is hurt. So snap count or not, he's a dunion. More and more I look at this team, y'all. I'm pissed. Coming into the season, we said we had this, we had that, we ain't got nothing right now. We ain't got nothing. And it starts from the head coach down. It starts with the quarterback, yes. But it starts with the talent. All right, so let's look at it, right? Let's talk about the guys that's going to be future in this program or in this organization, on this team that we got. Let's talk about studs. How many studs do you think we got? Want to talk about Miles Sanders? The Dallas Goedert? I think that the kid Driscoll. Mm-hmm. Okay. I still believe in Carson Wentz. I don't know who doesn't, but I don't care. I still believe in Carson Wentz. Boston Scott, right? He ain't it. I'm sorry. I gotta apologize, but I feel as though that once again they're not using them right. I thought that Boston Scott could be. Do you see Boston Scott in screens? Remember last year how many screens Boston Scott got and how open he got in screens? Do you see Boston Scott in screens? When they are giving Boston Scott the ball, it's at the 50-yard line when it's 2nd and 10, and they are running him up the middle. Please tell me y'all seeing the same thing that I'm saying. Please tell me y'all seeing the same thing I'm thinking. Oh yeah, Slay too. I mean, Slay Ringer. I had to cut it off because I just thought about Boston Scott. That he's not being used right. Even Rhaegar not being used right. You got to run the comeback timing routes. You got to run the comeback timing routes when that should have been just Deshaun Jackson. But you want to know why? Because they had Deshaun Jackson on snap count. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel as though Deshaun Jackson is kind of tired. We already know how he get down. When he ain't like Jameis Winston, how he gets in the fits. I don't know if he got that same thing going with Carson Wentz because Carson Wentz did miss him on I think it was a touchdown last week. He did. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why Carson Wentz ain't see him. You know what I mean? We ended up going for a field goal a couple plays later. He missed him though. He missed him. I don't know what the heck that was, but he missed him. All right, I'm getting some of y'all Jones. Okay. Doug has to go at this point. I want a fresh start for the team. I ain't gonna say Doug gotta go, but I think Doug it needs to start with Doug giving up the play callers. Snapback Jug, yo, that fresh. We need to fire Doug this year. I mean, I don't think that Andy Reid's giving up his offensive coordinator. Everything that they got right there is working fine. You want him as a head coach? You want him as a head coach? Probably, but Andy Reid already vetoed him from coming over here. He already said, you know what, I gave y'all, because if a lot of people don't know, Andy Reid is the reason why we got Doug. Andy Reid is the reason that Doug is here for real. They didn't want Doug. They wanted Bob McAdoo. Oh my gosh. And it was the right move at that time because we ended up winning a Super Bowl. But I don't know if winning the Super Bowl was the worst thing for this organization. Everybody's feeling themselves. I feel as though Doug is feeling himself. Ever since he won, he's like, you know what, Carson? I won that chip. Look what I did without you. So you do what I say, and I don't care what you do best. I'm going to make you do what I want you to do. That's what it seemed like. I'm not putting the words in nobody's mouth. I'm not saying that's exactly what it is. But when I look at it, that's what it seems like to me. Why is your offense not catered to your best player? Yes, Carson Wentz is the best player. He's just not playing like it right now. That's a problem. 3-game sample, we see it. But I also seen him go on a tear, right? I seen him go on a tear. I don't know. Well, I told y'all not to buy with the team jersey history. I don't know what you're saying right there. All right, so once again, y'all brought that up already. Okay, brought that up. Boom, D-Jax is made out of glass. Here's the thing with D-Jax, man. Sometimes I think it's the will with him. I think it's the will with him, man. Like last year, I ain't gonna really say it. He wanted to be on the field, but then you didn't want to go get the surgery. Then you wound up getting the surgery. Then you was just out. You only played really 3 games, really 2.5, if that 2.25. Yeah, it's looking like D-Jack's done, man. I mean, prove me wrong. The things that I'm saying, a lot of things that I'm saying, I want to be proven wrong. I do. But it'd be looking like I'll be right, man. Be looking like I'll be right, yo. Philly Notion, Press Taylor, morning with Rich Andy. I can't never say his name. Stop that. Can all y'all get out of here? They all lost. Let me ask you this, Notion, real fast, right? Let me ask you this real fast. Is it dumb or is it Doug? Because let me tell you something, Notion. I don't know if you've seen the live. I don't know if you've seen my videos. Let me tell you how this goes. Press Taylor needs to go. Yes. Let me tell you how this goes. Morning with Rich Skin Yellow, Deuce Staley, all them other guys. Everybody reports to Press Taylor. Press Taylor confirms all the plays. He eliminates the things that he doesn't want. He takes in the things that he does want, and he gives them to Doug. That is the straight, direct pipeline of Doug is Press Taylor. That is the problem. That's problem number one. Press Taylor is not better than them other guys, at my point of view, because we've seen Press Taylor last year. And how are you supposed to be the guy to talk to Mr. Carson Wentz, when you're sitting in a box? You in a box. So, I mean, people have been saying that he's been on the field, but I see him in a box. You all the way in the sky box. Me, Simon, in the sky box. For y'all to know about Martin. You know what I mean? But anyway, you sitting in the skybox, and you're supposed to be the direct line to Doug Peterson and the direct line to Carson Wentz. That's a problem. This is why most of the time that when we see Carson Wentz come off the field, he's talking to nobody. He's talking to Nate Sudfeld. He's talking to Nate Sudfeld. No dispersions on Nate Sudfeld, but what is Nate Sudfeld going to teach Carson Wentz? That's not his job. Now, what I can say last year, you might as well bring up The dude from last year, man, I can't remember his name. Josh McCown, you got him on a practice squad. You might as well bring him up to talk, just to sit there and talk to Carson Wentz, because it seemed like once he started doing that last year, that's when Carson Wentz took a whole nother level. That's when he elevated his game. Now you gonna say, Fresh, this is 5th year. He he shouldn't have to have nobody that he needs to talk to. Everybody needs somebody he needs to talk to. You think Aaron Rodgers don't need somebody need to talk to? You think Sean Payton doesn't talk to Drew Brees? Everybody needs somebody to talk to, because it's different when you're on the field and when you're off the field, and when you're looking, you can get to look at every single thing, and you can see. I can see what somebody is doing wrong better than they can, because I am looking at you, and that's a problem. That's a problem that we got, man. That's a problem that we got. How many losses? How many losing seasons Doug had? I want to say none. One. He got one. The rookie year, Carson Wentz, 7-9. Notion. I'm just confused at what their purpose is, Fresh. What are they doing to help the team? Would you be better at telling Doug his play calling is garbage? Your staff is just watching him fail. Notion. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna tell you how I think what's going on. Them dudes that you name, right? Richie Rich, Martin Morningweg, all them dudes, right? Who brought them in? Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman. They are not Doug guys. So he's pushing them to the side. I got this. I'm gonna rock with my guy Press Taylor, who is really the last person that came over here with Doug on his coaching staff. Doug has not been able to pick his whole coaching staff since he really been here. When he got here, the defensive coordinator was already here. When he got here, Frank Wright was already here. When he got here, DeFilippo was already here. So has not. It's a bad. See, this is another reason why we are bad right now. It's a battle. It's an inside battle between Mr. Howie, the front office, Mr. Howie Roseman and them, and Doug Peterson. It's a battle between them two. And they're sitting there trying to fight and say, you know what? I'm better at doing what I do than you are better than doing what you do. I'm the reason we won the Super Bowl. Doug saying, no, I'm the reason we won the Super Bowl. That's what it seems like to me. That Jason Peters situation, remember last year, right? Remember the Mike Gross situation last year. What did Doug say? Doug came out press conference Wednesday morning and said, you know what? My staff will be back. Mike Groh will be back, and we are ready for next season. Not even 17 hours later, Mike Groh was fired. Fired. Think about that. So now your front office got your coach looking like a damn nut. Now your front office got your coach looking like he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Like he has no control over the organization, which he probably doesn't. So it's inevitable that he's going to give up play calling, because that's probably his only power that he got. He doesn't pick the guys that they draft. Howie Roseman does that, from what I heard. He doesn't pick who comes up from the practice squad, because Greg Ward would have came up last year. So it's a struggle between them two. You know what I mean? And until that is fixed, until one of them goes, we in trouble. We in trouble, man. We in trouble. Because ever since we won a Super Bowl, everybody's saying, look at me. Look at what I did. Instead of saying, you know what? We are trash right now. We need to get this thing together. And that's what needs to be happening, man. Everybody need to just sit back and have a gut check. Have a gut check. Yo, Fresh, we're gonna win a division 8-7-1. Cowgirls going 8-8. Wow. That'd be crazy, Uncle Big. Shout out to you. Hey, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Listen, a lot of people want to say tank, why win a division and all this. I'm saying win a division. I need Carson Wentz to have as much playoff experience that he can. He only got about 10 seconds of playoff experience because of a nut behind cheap shot. So I need Carson Wentz to get as much time as he can in the playoffs. So if you win a division, which I think that we still can, this is a bad division. I think that we still can. And if that tie gets us over the hump, hey man, shout out to Doug for that one. But all this other crap, nah, I ain't feeling Doug. Yo, Fresh, it seems that we don't believe in Carson anymore. I do. I do because I know what I've seen. I know what I've seen. I know what I told y'all. I didn't get up here just talking. I got up here and was spitting facts. But the facts is right now he's playing horrible. And I think that he can pull it together, but the coaching staff has to help him. If you are in a one possession game the whole game, in the second half, you run the ball with Miles Sanders, who was cooking them 8 times, and you know your quarterback is struggling. He's missing throws. Is something going on in his head? Just get the win. Run the ball. Let Carson Wentz be a situational quarterback for the rest of the half, and get the win. But instead, you run the ball 8 times, and you have Carson Wentz throw 41 times. Carson Wentz throwing 41 times. If I told you Carson Wentz throwing 41 times, you would have thought we was down double digits. Never in that game we was down double digits. Never in that game we was down 2 scores. Come on, man. That's a problem, y'all. That's a problem. That's really a problem, man. Uh, exactly. I need to see him play in December. Yeah, me too. And you know what else I need to see from December? I need to see December Doug. Because I don't know what it is about Doug, but he just turns it on. He just turns it on in December, man. He turns it on in December. I need to see December Doug. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. Be more careful. Yo, that fresh you on or something with the internal beef. It was reported about Doug and Lori having issues on firing staff after the interview last year. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be you could at least waited a week. You could at least waited a week, made a press conference. Listen, I understand what Doug said, but you know what I mean. We felt as though we need to move in a different direction. Yada yada yada. But because Doug came out and said what he said, Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman said, you know what? You saying Mike Groh is here? No, fire his behind now. You don't control this. We do. You don't tell people that he's staying here and he's secure with his job. No, we're going to fire him 17 hours later. That's a problem, man. That's a problem. Y'all playing tug of war. And the only people that's really hurting is the organization. That's a problem, man. It's a problem. Yo, what's up, Ryan? What's going on? Philly podcast. Yo, what's going on, man? Eagles going 10-3 the rest of the year. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. We're gonna be 10-3 though. We're gonna be 10-2-1. I don't wait, that's only 13 games. I don't know what you're saying. You're saying the rest of the year. Oh, okay, I got you. The rest of the year, I got you. Hey man, I love to see that. I love to see that. I think we beat the 49ers. I'm never gonna pick against my team. I won't bet on that team. I won't bet on that game. But I got us beating the 49ers. We're gonna get into that just later on. Just keep watching the videos, keep putting up this flavor content for y'all, man. I ain't never gonna stop. I don't give a darn. I don't give a darn if we own 0-10, 0-10-1. I'm still gonna give y'all flavor. I'm still gonna cuss people out that need to be cussed out. I'm still going to make sure that y'all get good content because we ain't getting good games. So that's the least I can do. You know what I mean? See what we got. Who said that? Okay. I think Hakeem Butler will help us, but Carson will throw 2 picks on Sunday. I don't know, man. I don't understand how we knew about the fumbles, right? We knew about the fumbles. We knew about him not taking care of the ball in the pocket, him giving up the ball in the pocket, but him throwing the ball away like this, we've never seen this before. Even in his rookie year when he had 14 interceptions, it wasn't like this. 3 games, 2 interceptions apiece. That's a problem, yo. That's a problem. Some of that is scheme, but a lot of that is bad throws. But what I can say is this. It's time for I mean, I don't want it to be a struggle against Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson, but a lot of trust from Doug Peterson needs to stop happening from Carson Wentz because some of his interceptions are hot routes. So you want Carson Wentz to get the ball off fast, right? So he looks here, he looks there, and the guy that you supposedly have schemed open. We got to understand this is scheme problems too. The guy that you supposedly have schemed open, supposed to be open, you see him open for that minute, that second, that split second. That's all it takes in the NFL. It's a millisecond for it to be picked off. And he's supposed to be open, and you throw it to him, and he's not, and he gets intercepted. Some of that is scheme because that Deshaun Jackson throw should have not been thrown. But that play should have never been called. Do y'all understand? They had two crossing routes in the middle of the field, coming across the field. And then in front of that, you got Deshaun Jackson sitting in the middle of the field. So that means that's at least 3 and 4 defenders in the middle of the field. And that's your hot route? Where they do that at? Not around here. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen. I don't come up here and just start spitting crazy stuff to y'all. I really watch tape and I break down things, man. I really know what I'll be talking about. That go ahead and watch that first interception again. And even though the ball got tipped, it still probably would have been intercepted. He shouldn't have threw the ball, but at the same time, that shouldn't have been his hot route. But I really feel like we need a fresh start. We'll see. Shout out to Philly Fresh Yodat gang. Yodat. My guy Philly knows you already know how we rocking, man. That's my guy. Philly Notion say, yeah, I completely agree. Lawrence, yeah, I completely agree, bro. We need for okay, y'all talking to each other. Okay. Solo Bolo, Yodat. Watkins and Killings protected this week. Let's go. I don't know about Killings. You know, I already know Philly Notion over there. You know, he hype. He got him on his bench and all that on fantasy football. I don't know about Killings, but it's a slim chance. I ain't gonna say slim, but it's a chance that Quez Watkins can make an appearance. And y'all already know if y'all watch me, y'all know how I feel about Quez. I feel as though he's better than Hightower, and I feel as though he will be challenging Rhaegar for the number one receiver for years to come. I think he's that good with that speed. You know what I mean? And that's something that we need, especially with Deshaun Jackson not being here. Deshaun Jackson getting injured. I don't even really know how bad his injury is. I wish him a speedy recovery, but it is a good thing that Howie Roseman drafted as many wide receivers that he did. Because now if we didn't have these draft picks, who knows what we'd be looking at. You know what I mean? I think that Burnett needs to have a more stable target situation. I think he needs to be targeted more. I think J.J. Arcega-Whiteside needs to be targeted more than 2 times in 3 games. Everybody want to say, oh, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is a bust, but are you scheming for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to get open so he can flourish? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about J.J. Arcega-Whiteside not getting any targets? You can't catch the ball if it's not thrown to you. You can't catch the ball if there's no scheme for you to catch the ball. So a lot of that is on the quarterback, and a lot of that is on the coaching staff. My bad, y'all. My bad. Quick cap and fresh. Bring Killings up. Huntley ain't it. Corey ain't it. Our special teams ain't doing nothing. Bring AK. Stop it, man. Stop it. So with this play calling and with this bad offensive line that's iffy, you think Killings is going to really make a difference? You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you this though, Clement, you're done. Clement is done, and I said this last week. He looks slow. He can't get. I ain't even gonna say separation. He can't hit the hole right. He's done. Clement's done. The last time we seen him good was a very good time. 4 receptions, 100 yards. in the Super Bowl. Since then, we ain't seen Corey Clement since, man. We ain't seen him since, man. Is Jay-Z? No, he's not done. He's not done. He's not done. I feel as though if you get a better play caller, if you get somebody that's going to utilize your talent the way that they need to be utilized, a lot of these guys will not look like how they look. And that's including Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? Why are y'all acting like Jalen Hurts is the second coming of Joe Montana? Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because this is wild, anything. This is why, little homie. This is Philadelphia. This is the Philadelphia fan base. If you're not playing or if you're not doing the things that we need you to do or whatever we need you to do, it's always going to be somebody saying next man need to come in. You know what I mean? Until that man flourishes, and then they back on the train. Jalen Hurts is a one read, then run quarterback. You are going to get pissed watching Jalen Hurts. You're going to get pissed watching. You know what I mean? Unless, and this is the crazy thing that I'm scared of. That's the crazy thing that I'm scared of. Unless Doug Peterson has better schemes, and does things for Jalen Hurts to flourish. Because I'm feeling like he's not doing that for Carson. I've seen him do that for Nick Foles. Why can't you do that for Carson? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. Whole team looks slow, minus Sanders. Solo Bowl, I said that earlier. I think Miles Sanders he's not slow, but he looks slower than last year. He looked less explosive than last year. Now, I don't know if he's just getting into football shape or if the hamstring is still kind of hindering him a little bit and he don't want to burst off the scene and then, stretch that hamstring again and then he's all hurt all over again. But I feel as though Miles Sanders was faster last year. You know what I mean? But you're right. The team looks slow. The team looked like they don't get football sometimes, especially the defense. Dudes like Nathan Gary. I literally seen Nathan Gary look like he was lost. Like he didn't know how to play football sometimes. Against the LA Rams, he looked like he was just stuck between a rock and a hard place sometimes. When Jared Goff was bootlegging, he didn't know what to do. That's a problem. That's a problem, man. We need a lot of good plays and yeah, because once again, I said it before, man, when you look across the league, right? You look across the league, you see other teams, how their scheming open. And then against good defenses, against bad defenses, you look at how they're scheming. Look what Kansas City just did to Baltimore. Baltimore's supposed to be the top 5 defense. They put up 34 points on them. We face Baltimore. You think this scheme and how everything is going right now, we're gonna put up anything close to 30? We ain't put up 25 yet. We ain't put up 25 yet on bad teams. It's a problem. It's a problem. Hurts gonna save it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Nathan Gary's trash. Oh, he's more trash. He's garbage. He's horrible. Rhaegar is the best receiver. Hightower had 3 good catches. You're crazy. Wait, who you talking to? Murph? What's going on? What I miss? You talking to me? Talking to me, Murph? Our draft picks would look better if Wentz could pass on the ball. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I can agree with that. All right, listen, whatever you want to throw at me about Carson Wentz not playing good, I accept it. I'll take it. Got you. But you also got to look at the scheme. 2020. Are you looking at the scheme? Are you looking at the other schemes across the league and seeing how dudes are getting scheme open? Are you looking at the fact that they're not the wide receivers are not being utilized? Why when you got Jalen Reagor, John Hightower, Deshaun Jackson, why is Greg Ward running the screen? Why is Dallas Goedert running the screen? Like, I like Dallas Goedert in the screen, so I'm gonna really take him up. But why is Greg Ward? Greg Ward is not he's not a shifty, fast kind of guy. He's a reliable catcher of the football, but he's not speed. He's not a guy that you're supposed to put. Come on, man. Come on, man. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse sometimes with you 2020. If we trade wits, I promise y'all that we will all be crying ourselves out. Let's be honest. Kind of get, we kind of wasting the kids' talent. Yeah, yeah, that's so true. Um, we wasting this talent, and all the stuff that's going on is messing with his head. To me, to me, it's up here. A lot of stuff that's going on is up here. And when you are a coach, it's things that you can do to, give him confidence. Roll him out. Roll your quarterback out. That's when he is at his best on the run. If I see it, if my guys, shout out Gate City, shout out Philly Talk Podcast, if they see it, if y'all in the comment section sees it, why can't he? Why can't he? I don't understand it. I don't get it. He's best rolling out. You need to roll him out. You need to get him confident, get him flowing. Run some more up tempo. Every time we run up tempo, we score. I see these things. Why can't you? Why can't you? And still ain't the best. Wait, Murph. Murph, who you talking about? Hold up, Murph. I'm trying to find. I can't find what you're talking about, man. All right. Fresh is part of Andy Reid's playbook. Can you remember we used to throw screens to? Okay, we used to throw screens to Selleck, right? But look at the spacing that when you threw it. Look at the spacing when Greg Ward caught the pass. Look at the spacing sometimes when Dallas got a catch. Everything is congested. Why aren't you having your speed guys run fly routes? Why aren't you having them run out routes and getting this guy open? When I see it, I see guys just standing there ready to block. And since they're standing there ready to block, all right, so you got two receiver sets, right? And then you'll have Greg Ward come around and he'll stand right next to the two receivers. They'll hike the ball. The two receivers just stand there, ready to block. That's a sign. I played linebacker. That's a sign from the defense from a rip. Screen. Have some creativity. Run them dudes out. Have them come back around. Then you throw the screen. Then you get your tackles and probably have a pulling guard or probably have a tight end. You get them upfield. But no, you want to do it like that, stationary. Everything stationary. So by the time he get the ball, he's looking at three. He's looking at three opponents because it's already two other guys and his guy. He don't got to see. Let me tell you, 2020, what screens are meant for. Screens are meant for to get you one-on-one with your opponent and you beat them. And after you beat them, you see green grass. It's hard to do that if you got two other defenders right next to you, right on the side of you, as soon as you catch the football. Watch some tape. Just watch some tape, 2020. And you're going to be like, you know what, Fresh, you damn right. I'm trying to tell you, man, I know what I'm talking about. Fresh, I'm talking about Let's Go Birds. He was saying Hightower is the best receiver we drafted. Nope. Yeah, he tripping. Yeah, he tripping. I like Hightower, but no. Fresh. Alshon is supposed to be back this Sunday. If he does well with full practice, I think he's going to help a lot. I think so too. And it's crazy because I got on Alshon. But it really wasn't on the field stuff. I mean, some of it was because it just seemed like he wasn't cohesive with his quarterback. But even when his quarterback threw him a touchdown, it just seemed like whatever. My thing was all the inside stuff, and I just need you to come and ball. They're saying it looked like he lost weight. They're saying it looked like he got faster. That's what I need. I mean, you got to be faster than last year. Looked like you had a refrigerator on your back the whole season. So that's all I need really from from Alshon Jeffrey. Just come and ball. You already got paid. You getting paid. Everything guaranteed. 24 million, whatever the case may be. You got that. Get his team a spark. Maybe that's the spark that we need. Hum and Quez Watkins, you know what I mean? Definitely not no killings. If Philly Notion's still in here. But yeah, I think that's going to help because what did I say about a half an hour ago? We have no X receiver. We have no 50-50 guy. We have no red zone target for real. I think Quez Watkins can be that, but we don't know. He hasn't played an NFL game yet. Alshon has. Alshon is proven. And we've seen what Carson Wentz does in the red zone with Alshon. You want to talk about the red zone numbers by Carson? Off the chart, except for this year. If you want to just exclude this year, off the chart. A lot of that is because of Zach Ertz. A lot of that is because of Alshon Jeffrey. So I think that is going to be a great aspect that we're going to have. Yo, what's going on, Brandon? D Biggie, what's going on? Yo, uh, guys, do you know this? Guys, you don't know this, but he is our best route run. No, he's not. No, he's not. Now listen, here's what I can say. He has a better route tree than Quez Watkins, but the routes that Quez Watkins runs are way better than Hightower. You're gonna see. You are going to see. Watch. Fresh. Let's get that money back from JP. Eagles are the best. Fly, Eagles, fly. I gave him smoke. JP, it's time for you to hand that check in. JP, you looking horrible. JP. Listen, let me tell you something, man. There's no way I would have gave that man that money. There's no way I would have bent the knee. That's what the organization did. And once again, that starts with the front office. That starts with the front office. And then not only that, you know what it did? It trickled down, and now Zach Ertz wants to get paid. And now Zach Ertz is feeling some type of way. And now Zach Ertz is playing with an attitude. And not in a good way. Zach Ertz looks sluggish. He doesn't look the same person. I seen Zach Ertz dropping passes. I seen Zach Ertz not interested. And a lot of that is because of the front office. Now, you can put that on Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz, do your job. You're still getting paid. Do your freaking job. But at the same time, a lot of that started because of Mr. Jason Peters putting a chokehold on the organization. Because right after that, I want to say right before the Washington football game, probably a couple days before the Washington football game, it was reported that Zach Ertz and Howie Roseman got into a heated discussion. Now we know what a heated discussion is in the hood. It's an argument. It's a back and forth. So that started that. Mr. JP, I'm done with him now. Sure, I'm really done with him, man. He's a selfish individual. He's only out for self, and Mr. Lurie tolerates it. And it's like Doug can't do nothing about it. Do y'all think Doug can bench Jason Peters? No. That's the big guy's big guy. You know what I mean? So ain't no benching going on. You can't discipline him because what is he going to do? He's going to run upstairs. Oh man, coach picking on me. Oh, man, sucker stuff, man. You think Hurts going to get some snaps Sunday? I think Hurts going to get snaps every game the rest of the season. I think Hurts going to get some type of snaps. They're going to put him some type of way, especially with the injuries. They're going to, and he's going to start throwing the football. It's not just going to be him as a decoy. He's going to start throwing and running the football. But we did see when they finally was about to give him the football to run, he fumbled it. Nobody talk about that. That one Jalen Hurts in, but nobody talks about that fumble. But if that was Carson Wentz, we'd be all over his top. Stop it. Wentz versus Dak, who's better? I still think Wentz is better. I think Wentz is better, but Dak playing better right now. Is no discussion. But at the same time, they only got one more win than him. They had played better competition, though. I give them that. You know what I mean? And the reason that they got that win is because Atlanta just folded. Like, oh my gosh. I ain't gonna lie. If I was Atlanta, if I was the owner of the Atlanta Falcons after that game, I'm firing Robert Quinn. He gotta go. Like you can't continuously. I gotta make a statement. Somebody got to go. I got to make a statement. You can't continuously keep giving up these leads like this. Are you serious? Either, and I ain't talking about players. Either the special teams coordinator got to go. You got to find you a new one, Quinn, or you go. Like seriously, I would have made some type of statement that night. You're gone. It would have been an announcement. You're gone. Fresh, no disrespect to you. You're a cool guy. No disrespect to Quez, but I think Hightower is the best runner on the team right now. He is the next Julio. Yo, listen, you ain't got to see no disrespect because you disagree, bro. That's not disrespect because you disagree. Now, you can say, I'm sorry for tripping. Hightower is the next Julio? Stop it, man. He played 3 games already. You seen Julio in them? Come on, don't do that. What I say, Dan Quinn. Hey, listen, I'm always messing up names, man. What I say? I don't know. I don't know what I said, man. He ain't my coach. I don't really care. His behind would have been fired, Quinn. That's would have been his name. I stay messing up names. I ain't good at names. All right. If you watch any of my videos, you'll know that. Fresh, big hot take. Is Quez Watkins going to be better than Torrey Smith we had in 2017? He opened up. Yo, you know what's crazy about Torrey Smith? Hold on, let me finish reading your comment. He opened up Alshon game and was running routes, especially the deep seam. The only pro is Quez is younger. You know what's crazy about Torrey Smith? Torrey Smith didn't do a whole lot in 2017. He dropped a couple passes, a couple touchdowns, but he did just enough. He opened the field just enough. Defenses respected him just enough. So I think Quez Watkins can definitely have a better impact on the game. Man, this dude, he ran the second best 40 time from what I heard about from a wide receiver. From what I heard. You know what I mean? I know people say 40 times don't mean nothing, yada yada yada, but you can't say that about Tyreek Hill. Look at the 40 time he made, and look at what he's doing. You can't say that about Marquise Goodwin. Look at the 40 time he made, and look what he was doing. And that's another thing, man. That loss kind of hurt. It's kind of hurting us right now. To have Marquise Goodwin right now, I think we would still be good. I think we would still be good. You know what I mean? Who knows, man? DK the next Julio. No, they got 2 different games. Like Metcalf way faster, but they got 2 different kind of games, man. Do the Eagles do the Eagles up and come what? Up schedule scare you. Tough stretch. Nothing scares me, man. Nothing really scares me because it's any given Sunday to me. That's how I feel. And that's how I feel about my quarterback. You know, he's proving me wrong right now, but I still got faith in him. So nothing really scares me, but I don't like it. I don't like it. The reason I don't like it is because of the way that we're playing. This stretch is crazy. What is it? What is it? The 49ers, Pittsburgh, and then Baltimore. Yeah, that's a tough stretch. And the crazy part is I said in my basically like my preseason when I was picking like how we was gonna go, I said 12-4. You know, I'm definitely gonna be wrong on that one, obviously. We already got a tie. So I said 12-4. And I said that we would be 3-0 the going into the 49ers game, and I said that would be our first loss. The reason I said that would be our first loss, now I still was going to pick us, but I said that could be our first loss is because of going to the West. We really don't travel to the West that good. You know what I mean? You look at Seattle. Yeah, I mean, we beat the Rams and stuff like that, but when we travel to the West, we really don't do that good. So I thought as though that was probably going to be one of our losses. But now it's a win that we got to have. And I did not know that they probably wasn't going to have a quarterback. Nick Bosa was going to be out. Mostert was going to be out. You know what I mean? I don't know if Mostert come back. I think it's a concussion, so he can probably try to clear concussion protocol and stuff like that. So yeah, nothing scares me, but at the same time, I don't like it right now. They got to pull this thing together, man. They got to pull this thing together now. It got to happen now, or you're going to find yourself 0-5-1 fast. Big three, you still in here? We made it a priority to get speed this year. Now that we have it, we haven't done anything with it. You want to know why, Vic? We made it a priority to get speed. But speed can't do anything. They can't get down. They can get down the field, but your quarterback can't get the ball to him if the offensive line does not hold up. That's why you scheme and you roll your quarterback out to make sure that you have time to get speed down there. See, this is what I'm talking about. This all goes back to the scheme. This all goes back to the coaching. This is what I'm talking about, Vic. That's what I'm talking about. Your offensive line is not protected. But how do you overshadow that? By scheming him out, bootlegging. We seen what LA did to him. And I thought after LA did that to us, Doug Peterson said, you know what, my quarterback is better doing that than golf. Let me do that. A lot of it is scheme, man. We see Josh Allen. Josh Allen is balling. He's having the games of his career because of the scheme. Lamar Jackson, scheme. Even though they took a major L because that scheme wasn't working against Kansas City. They shut the scheme down. A player is only as good as his scheme. Now, sometimes a player can overcome scheme in certain plays, but not a whole game. You got to remember, this is NFL players we're talking about. It's NFL teams we're talking about. They get paid just like how Carson Wentz get paid. Not as much, but they get paid too. So we got to understand that coaching has to, sometimes coaching, well, a lot of times, coaching has to make sure that he puts his best players in the best position. Fully, I think there are Wentz stats 20, 28, 24, 5. I think these are Wentz stats. You talking about against the Niners? You talking about against the Niners, Brandon? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. He ain't throw double-digit touchdowns all year. He ain't throw double-digit touchdowns all year. I'm cool with that. JJ, I think a Whiteside and Nate Gary did step up because they're not good to win football games. Didn't step up. Nathan Gary's booty juice. Nathan Gary is not a NFL Mike linebacker. He's not a middle linebacker. I don't understand why they got him there, but he's not that. J. Whiteside has not had the opportunity to be able to step up. He is not being targeted. He is not being schemed open. That is a problem. Philly, you think we win Sunday, but it would be close 17-14? I don't give a damn if it was 0-3 and we win. I just need a W. I need a dub. That's all I need. I don't care if Carson has struggles and come on in the fourth quarter and we kick a field goal and it's 0-3. I need a W. That's all I need right now. Get some type of confidence, man. You think Wilson is capable of seeing the field, or does Doug need to simplify the game plan and make it easy? I mean, Doug said that that's what he was going to do. And once again, that's a shot at your quarterback saying he doesn't see the field. My thing is, right, you want to keep trying to take shots at Carson Wentz, right? Saying that like Doug's slick with it. I don't know if y'all be peeping in his presses, but he kind of slick with it. Oh, we need, basically, he didn't say it, but basically we need to dumb down the offense. Your offense is dumbed down. It's dumbed down so much that the defense know what the heck you're doing. No, I think that you need to scheme him to roll out to see the field better. Does he need to see the field better? Yeah. But I think you need to scheme him to roll out. If you roll him out, he has the arm. See, here's the thing with a quarterback like Carson Wentz. He has the arm to make up for any of the yards that he runs back. If he runs 10 yards back, he got the arm to get it to his target. You know what I mean? So how about you worry? How about you? I'm not talking about you, Sports Oklahoma. But how about you, Doug? How about you worry about instead of saying that Carson Wentz doesn't? We need to make Carson Wentz see the field. How about you make him see the field by having him roll out so he can look at everything that's in front of him without defenders crashing down on him. Did you see last week? Did you see Jason Peters? What you want him to do with that? Oh, he should have threw the ball away, huh? Stop it, man. Watch tape. Watch the game. I'm trying to tell y'all it is deeper than Carson Wentz just missing throws. My guy in here, man. Be more yo that. What's going on, man? That's my guy right there. Y'all already know, man. Murphy in here, still in here too. That's my guy, man. If y'all didn't know, now you know. Let's make a bet, Fresh. What you want to bet, bro? What you want to bet? I'm already giving free giveaways every damn week. I gladly take your money. What you want to bet? Bet with me, huh? Ertz stats, 6 receptions. I would love to see that. I don't know what's going on with Ertz. I kind of do. He feels some type of way, so he's really not giving in his all. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. But I love to see that. I love to see that stat line. I love to see that stat line. Somebody got that free giveaway last week too, and I commented back on them, and they ain't comment me back. So it looked like it looked like that joint gonna have to go over to this week. Rushes 98, Wentz throws 27 to 40. I hope so. I hope so. But the most important thing that I'm looking at, man, is a dub. That's it. It's just a dub. Give me a dub, man. Just give me a dub. I don't give a damn how you do it. I don't give a damn if the defense scores and we don't score. I just want a dub. I want to sit here Sunday night around 11 o'clock going live with y'all. If y'all still up, because I know some kids up in this joint. If y'all still up, and we talking about a dub. That's all I want to talk about, man. Fresh arguing and try to educate. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. It's grown folks up ahead. Some grown folks up ahead. I'm still waiting on this bet, though. I agree. I think the Eagles need to blitz more. The results were undeniable. The pass rush was yo. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's something that I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad that you just said that. When Jalen Mills blitz, right? When he blitzed uh whoever the Cincinnati called Joe Burrow, when he blitzed him, right? This dude, instead of just jumping and when the dude is already about to throw the football, instead of just jumping and blocking the pass and probably intercepting it, who knows? He just tries to go after the quarterback. And then when the quarter, and since he's scared of getting the 15-yard penalty, when the quarterback gets rid of the ball, he just runs right by him. You was right there. This is what I'm talking about. We need playmakers. Kayvon Wallace needs to come up. Sean Bradley needs to come up. Taylor needs to come up. I need to see playmakers. Y'all want to know how many turnovers we have? One. Y'all want to know how many the defense has? Zero. Special teams, turnover by Kayvon Wallace and the dude Epps. The dude Epps stripped the ball, or was it the other guy? I think it was Epps. Epps stripped the ball. Kayvon Wallace picked up a fumble by Cooper Kupp. The defense has zero turnovers. Y'all don't think that's a problem in 3 games? But we ain't gonna talk about that, right? People, and I ain't seen nobody bring that up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Uh, Yo, Fresh, I understand the scheme issues, but what you think about bringing Vic back? What do you? Come on, man. I don't. If I see Mills showboat after a play again, I'm going to lose. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. Seriously, yo. If why are you flexing? Mills can. I understand it's a confidence thing, yada yada yada. You want to boost your confidence up. Man. Stop it. Stop it. I do not want to see you get burnt for a 20-yard reception, burnt for a 10-yard reception, and then you make a play in the backfield or you tackle somebody on the screen and you get up and you do this. You burnt chicken, man. How can burnt toast be so stiff and move like that? That's what I don't get. Stop it. Did you see my bet comment first? No, I didn't. You're gonna have to do it again because I ain't going back up there. Somebody that Vic joint kind of threw me off. I don't even want to see that joint again, so I ain't going back up there. Peters was awesome out there Sunday. Well, at least, hey, hey, Charles, I didn't give JP all the smoke I can give. I gave Doug the business for saying some bull crap like that. Like, I don't know what game he was watching, but I seen a whole totally different, man. And like I said, man, you want to big up, you not big up, but you don't want to, throw him under the bus. But you've been doing that with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz needs to see the field better. Carson Wentz needs to do that. Why you can't do that to JP? I know why. Because that's the big guy's big guy. That's Jeffrey Lurie guy. If you want to keep your job, you better stay quiet about Peters. You better not say nothing bad about Peters. You better say he had a good game, even though he was barbecue chicken. Stop it, man. Stop it. You're correct, Fresh. We got to start players. These young defenders. We can't get worse than Nathan Gary and the Epps. Shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I don't understand with Jim Schwartz. Like he comes into the game with a game plan, right? If the game plan is not working, he will live and die by the game plan instead of saying, you know what? It's time that I bring in either a new scheme, I switch things up at halftime or in game, and I bring in some different players. Now, shout out to him. He did finally bench Nikel Roby-Coleman, even though I did see him out there on some plays. But he did start Crevion LeBlanc. I liked that, and that paid dividends. So why can't you do that for the rest of the team? Jalen Mills needs to probably go back to CB2. I need to see Kayvon Wallace probably, well, I ain't no probably. We're going to see Will Parks when he comes back, whenever he comes back. I think that will make the defense, a little bit better. You know what I mean? But until then, I need to see what Kayvon can do. How do we know what these young draft picks can do if you don't put them on the field? And it can't be all of them is just bad in practice. It can't be. Like, come on, man. Like, we smarter than that, man. We smarter than that. Because I'm confident in Hightower. I don't even know what he said. What you say? What he say? And Kendricks. Is Kendrick still? You talking about? Is Kendrick still hurt? I know he just had a hand. He had a hamstring injury, or he had he tore his ACL or something. I swear that he just did it again. Where's Devon? That's what I'm saying. That's your third round draft pick. Where's Devon Taylor? Where's Kayvon Wallace? Where's Sean Bradley? Where's these guys at? These sideline speed guys, the guys that you need in the NFL. I'm sorry, Nathan Gary is not it right now. He's not. And neither is Jalen Mills. Yo, I got $0 to go get money. So Doug is doing a lot of lying. I know Carson know that damn vanilla playbook. Exactly. Exactly. First of all, first of all, Doug wants to always make himself look good. He always wants to make himself look like he's the smartest guy in the room. If you look at some of his interviews, he'll try to come at he'll try to come at the pressers and all that. Like, did you ever play football? And I mean, like obviously most of these guys probably didn't, man. That's not the fact. The fact is you played football and you're out here coaching like you never did. You're out here coaching like you wasn't behind Brett Favre, like you wasn't behind Dan Marino, like you wasn't behind in Andy Reid's system. That's what you're coaching like. If I was a reporter, I would say that. Like, hey, look, man, listen, they lucky I ain't a reporter, man. I don't hold no punches. You come at me, I'm gonna come at you right back. Backs on defense, we need to make plays. No turnovers in 3 games is ridiculous. Exactly, Jersey boy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But nobody brings that up. Nobody brings that up that we have no turnovers. Carson Wentz gets no short fields. Just like last year in 2019. Just like last year. No short fields. But yet and still, you want him to go 80 yards every single time, 15 play drives. Something is bound to happen wrong. It just is, especially with this talent. Come on, man. It's bigger than rap, y'all. It's bigger than rap. For the last time, oh my goodness, I don't even know why. You and this Hightower, I don't know why you like Hightower so much, man. You know, you like him more than my guy, Be More Philly, man. And I was wrong. That a good bet for us. I don't know what you're saying. Random, okay, y'all talking to each other right now. Hakeem was a nice pick up, and they signed a tight end too. Yeah, I seen that. I don't know too much about the tight end. You know what I mean? I gotta do my due diligence. So we'll see about that. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying, man. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. I don't know what Jim is doing. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if you just don't want to piss off the guys that, your veteran guys. But if your younger talent is just more talented and they can do more things, you got to bring them in. You have to bring them in because what else is there to do? What else is there to do, man? Like Nathan Gary and sometimes either which one call I can't remember his name right now, man. Slipping my mind. 57, man. He pisses me off too. He pisses me off too. TJ Edwards. He pisses me off too, man. I'll be saying sometimes they be lost in coverage. I'll be saying sometimes they don't get what's going on. I'll be saying sometimes they get ran over. I see sometimes that they miss tackles, they miss reads, tight ends burn them. Like, it's time to get the young talent out here. This is what you drafted them for. Stop handcuffing these guys. Seriously, man. You still talking about this bet, man. Hurst is going to do the damn thing. Hurst was benched in college, and you think he's going to come in as a rookie and fix things? Come on. Hey, Daz, I ain't got to say no more. You said it right. You said it perfectly. It ain't even about him being benched. It's not even about that. You know what I mean? Because things happen. And probably that was the best for Alabama and that was the best for him going to another situation and flourishing in Oklahoma. That probably was the best thing. You know what I mean? He was a gentleman how he did it. He ain't caused no riffraff leaving out of the organization. He just got out of there. Now here's what I will say. In the one play that he was supposed to keep the football, he fumbled. He's not ready for, and there's no dispersions on him. He is not ready for NFL football. But everybody wants to point the blame at Carson. Carson gets to get blamed for a whole lot. I ain't even going to sit here and try to lie to y'all. But not everything, man. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's scheming, it's defensive, it's coaching, it's front office issues. It's a lot going on with this organization. But everybody is pointing at number 11. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to realize. Carson can play better, but coaches can scheme better also. That's all I'm trying to get. I hear Joe DeCamry. I hear dudes like Elliot Shore Parks. I hear dudes like Giglio. I hear these dudes, man. I I hear these dudes. It seems like they'd rather be right and pat themselves on the back saying Carson Wentz is bad rather than win. That's a problem. That's the problem that I'm having. That's a problem that I'm trying to get a lot of people to see. I don't see too many people in this chat right now saying bench Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? But what I can say is I have been seeing it. I've been getting DMs. I've been getting messages. People been commenting on my videos, talking about Jalen Hurts like he's a savior. You want to know why? Because they seen it with Nick Foles. They think everybody that come in here is supposed to be Nick Foles. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. I'm telling you, I lost every bet. You still talk about these bets, man. Our losses: Baltimore, Seattle, Green Bay, Dallas. Upset. We beat New Orleans. Final record 9-6-1. So what you got for next week, Brandon? How you feel about next week? Did you tell me already? You probably did, because you've been commenting a lot on these record situations. Murph, you out of here? Murph gone? We got rid of Michael Kendricks, LJ Fort, Hicks. They have been tearing it up for 2 years now. We settled for Nathan Garrett. Shaking my head. Um, Michael. We did get rid of Michael Kendricks, but the thing with Michael Kendricks, he got some issues that happened with some. I think it was like some gambling stuff. He did something illegal and he got suspended. You know what I mean? The year that we let him go. So we dodged the bullet there. Then he had injury after injury, so I ain't gonna say he been tearing it up. Jordan Hicks, you know what Jordan Hicks' problem was? He couldn't stay healthy. But he couldn't stay healthy in the Eagles uniform. That's once again what we talked about earlier. Dudes go to other teams, stay healthy, and ball. Jordan Hicks has been doing this thing and has been in every game. From what I've seen, LJ Fort, I wasn't too really big on him. You know what I mean? But a lot of it is Jim Schwartz's scheme. A lot of it is Jim Schwartz's scheme. You know what I mean? We want all these big players. We want these safeties, and we want this, we want that. You know what I mean? I'm surprised you didn't put Malcolm Jenkins up there. He really like a linebacker, and he had a good game from what I heard. I have not seen the highlights, but shout out to Be More Philly. I talked to him, and I talked to a couple of other people, and they said that he was balling against Green Bay. Was that Sunday night football, Monday night football? It was one of them. They said on the main stage he was balling. You know what I mean? But they ain't want to pay that man. But then you go ahead and you pay Jason Peters. This is what I'm talking about with the organization. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say right here, I didn't have a problem with them letting Malcolm Jenkins go. But the fact that he has this big game, it kind of hurt the side. Like, damn, we could use that because Jalen Mills ain't making no damn plays. Jalen Mills is not making a difference. We have no playmakers other than Slay. And the reason Slay is not being a playmaker is because they're not. I'm just not going to throw to your side. I don't have to. I'm winning. What do I need to throw the big play side for if I can sit there and I can just pick on Avonte Maddox and Kel Roby Coleman and I can win the game? I don't even need to throw to your side. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. All right, fellas, stay safe, stay fresh, and stay Philly, stay fresh. But all right, man, appreciate you, man. You already know that. I got 49ers fans that I sub to. Y'all can bring up for the pregame on collabo. Name is Yambo All right, I'll look him up. I'll look him up. We just need some rookie spark defense as Doug needs to get his head out of his. Yep. I've been saying that. Hey, Chaos, shout out to you, man. I've been saying that for the last 2 hours. I've been on here 2 hours. I've been saying that, man. Like it's a struggle. It's a struggle between the front office and the head coach. And the problem with that is it's trickling down to the quarterback. It's trickling down to the quarterback because he's not going to give up the play calling because he has no control over the staff that is hired. He has no control over the draft picks, really. You know what I mean? And we're looking at it, and we're looking at it trickle down to hindering Carson Wentz. That's what's happening. This is just facts. It is hindering Carson Wentz because Doug Peterson won't get out of his own way because he's saying this is the only control I got. The only control that I have is play calling, and I ain't giving that up. So it's a power struggle. And in the midst of the power struggle, it's like a divorce settlement. You know what I mean? It's like you got a female. You know what I mean? You married a female. Y'all have a child and all that kind of stuff. And now y'all get divorced, but y'all got a kid. So custody it varies, and it's a power struggle who gets custody more. So what I'm comparing that to, why I'm comparing that to this is because it's like Carson Wentz is the child in this situation. The front office and Doug Peterson are married. They are struggling for control, and who gets hurt the most? The child. Now, a lot of people, y'all probably might want to say, man, you making excuses, more excuses. I'm spitting facts. These are facts. Doug has no control over his staff. Fact. You want to know how I know? Mike Groh gone. He said Mike Groh was stay. 17 hours later, Mike Groh's gone. Draft picks. Howie Roseman picks his draft picks. Howie Roseman says who's going to be on the practice squad. Howie Roseman says who's going to come up for the practice squad. You want to know how I know? Boston Scott, Greg Ward last year. They should have been up. Doug knew that, but he couldn't pull the trigger. I'm just saying, man, it's hurting us as fans. It's hurting Carson Wentz development. You know what I mean? And this is why we are 0-2-1 right now. This is some of the main reasons. Now, some of it is Carson Wentz's play. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't want people to think that I'm just trying to diminish anything that Carson Wentz has done. No, I'm not. Carson Wentz needs to play better. I've seen him play better. I got faith that he will play better. But it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that when when your coach is struggling with the front office, number one. He won't give up play calling, number two. And the guys that the front office brought in, the Richie Rich, the Martin Morningwig, he doesn't even include them really in the offense. He got Press Taylor running everything, who is garbage. That is the problem. Why you just don't give up play calling to Martin Morningwig or Richie Rich for a couple of weeks and see what happens? And see what happens. Because I'm telling you like this, you live by the clipboard, Doug, you're going to die by the clipboard, Doug. That's just facts. Because you don't want to give up this play calling. You don't want to sit here and you don't want to make sure that the guys that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie brought in have a great stamp and an implement on the game plan. Richie Rich, only 2-minute warning. That's the only time you really see him. And we seeing the 2-minute warners. And when Carson Wentz is running things and it's a hurry up offense, we seeing this when we score. And you don't see that, so you can't get this guy. You can't get Richie Rich to have a more impact on the game plan. That's a power struggle, y'all. It's a power struggle. Come on, man. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. It's deeper than what you just see on the field. Come on, man. Dad, what's up, sexy vegan? What's going on, man? The funny, the funniest name in YouTube. The problem is why we ain't. The problem I see is why we ain't got once no number one receiver yet. That's facts. And I don't use that. I try not to use that so much. Eagles are the best, but because I hear so much, oh, that's an excuse. Um, you just making excuses for Carson. So let's go through the list. Let's go through the list. Let's go through the list. How many in here? 60 in here. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Parker, Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, until he got hurt. I'm just talking about year. I'm not just talking about this year. I'm talking about years. You know what I mean? Tom Brady, Julian Edelman. I mean, he got a whole bunch of receivers now. I'm just talking about years ago. Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper. Deshaun Watson, D Hop. Now, how D Hop look now? I mean, how Deshaun Watson look now? How does Deshaun Watson look now without D Hop? Answer that. Riddle me that. It's a difference. It's a difference, man. Seriously, man. It's really a difference by not having a number one guy, a guy that just scares the daylight out of defenses. Out of defenses. It really is, man. It really is. Now you could say dudes like Lamar Jackson doesn't really have a number one, but the way that they scheme, he doesn't need a number one. And then his tight ends are his number one. The way that they move, the way that they go, the way that the offense moves is motion. And they use the tight end. See, Zach Ertz, you want to say, oh, well, he got Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is not that kind of tight end to where as though he moves. He goes, he runs his route, he sits down. There's no yak, it's no breaking tackles. It's no none of that with Zach Ertz. So we have to understand that everybody that's flourishing, that has been flourishing for years, has number one receivers. That's just facts. And that got it 2 times good. He has a stud at running, had a stud at running back, still got one, and has a number one receiver. Probably got two now with Gallup. Gallup is a stud. Once again, that goes to who? Who that goes to, y'all? Mr. Howie Roseman, Joe Douglas, whoever you want to blame these on. Problems, man. These are problems, y'all. About to be getting out of here soon, man. We almost hit the 2 hour mark. Any questions y'all want to ask, man? Y'all can ask, man. I seen a couple people ask for wrenches. I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch this John, and I can't do it from here. I can't do it from here because I'm on StreamYard. So if you ask to be in the Yodat Rich gang, man, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna go through this joint again when YouTube put it back up, and I got you. All right. But hey, man, y'all got any questions for the boy, man? Y'all got any questions for the general, man? I'm here, man. Just ask me because I'm gonna be getting out of here soon, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I love busting it up with y'all. We ain't do this in a minute. I usually do it in the car. It was raining, and I ain't really want all the rain trickling down, so I hurried up home so I can bust it up with y'all, man. JJR Digger Whiteside has 10 career, has 11 career touchdowns. Yeah, yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Sassy Vegan. Let me ask you this, man. I I got you. I got you. I got you. Like I say, you gotta wait though, bro. You gotta wait. I can't do it from here. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, hold up. I think I can go to my page. Let me see if I can do it from here. Hold on. So anybody need a wrench, man? Hold up. I think I can do it. Give me a second, y'all. I don't mean to pause, y'all, but I can't do it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. So if you need a wrench, man, ask me. Sassy Vegan, you just got yours. Hey, listen, who knows if DK Metcalf come here and they don't know how to utilize him? He's not being used right. He's not being schemed right. He can't get schemed open. Who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like we don't know, man. Like we really don't know when it comes to the talent and when it also comes to the scheme and the coaching staff, man. For real, man. Lenny D, you gonna be in Mr. Dugas stream later? Hey, I'd love to do a collab with Mr. Dugas, man. Hey, man, if you get on there, tell him invite me on. That's my guy, man. He already know. He already know, man. Tell him I'm here for it. I'm with it. But Fresh, one thing we can't do is pump guys up after off season. They used to that in any exercise and has no weapons, but happens to track meet all offense. Guys just not panning out or not connecting with the quarterback. Who you talking about though? Who you talking about? Like you talk you talking about Rhaegar? You talking about Hightower? You can't be talking about Quez because he hasn't played yet. So I got to know who you talking about, bro. All right, Ryan. See you, man. I'm be getting off here soon too. I just want to know if any questions. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I see it's still 51 in here. It's dying down. I guess ever since I said I'm out. Everybody down. We need to scout. We have linebackers. The spot. Hey, the spot. We got linebackers. They not using them. We have Taylor that we drafted in the 3rd round. We have Bradley that you got in the 5th or 6th round. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like Taylor. I like Bradley probably a little bit more to stop the run. Not using them. That's on Jim Schwartz. He want to keep Nathan Gary and TJ Edwardson, who just getting barbecue chicken used and they not really defending the run like that. Even though shout out to the defense. I think they only had 39 yards rushing. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. But other than that, man, when you put Nathan Gary in a situation to where though he got to cover a tight end or he has to make a decision on a bootleg play, whether he goes with the linebacker, with the running back or the quarterback, he just looked lost. Come on, man. I need something better than that, yo. I need something better than that. I think we getting back in black. You said what? I think we getting back in black will help the Eagles. It used to. I used to believe that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn, like, oh, we all black. That's scary. But that come with the crowd too. That come with the crowd. Having you usually when we go black is night games. You know what I mean? And then having the crowd on the night game and everybody going crazy. Then you got that all black. You got to look at it across. It's an intimidation type of thing. But that ain't working this year. Ain't nobody scared of us, vegan. Ain't nobody scared of us, man. They come with that black stuff. They say, I should smack you in your face for wearing that. You ain't scared no damn body. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, listen, there's enough on the roster to be 3-0. Carson missing throws, but the staff and the crew that preps the team week to week. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably say 2-1. To me, the Rams just had our number with the bootleg and Jim Schwartz wasn't going to change what he was doing. He wasn't going to bring in another guy. Nikel Roby Coleman was barbecue chicken. So I think we probably still would have lost. I don't know. I don't know. Carson missed some throws. You know what I mean? Tied the game. He did. So you can say 3-0, but at the worst, probably 2-1. But I had us at 3-0 preseason. I had us at 3-0. So yeah, shout out to you. TJ Edwards is all right, but Nate Gary is trash. TJ Edwards is all right, but I think that we have studs sitting on the bench. I think that Taylor and Bradley are studs. Prove me wrong. That's what I want to see. Prove me wrong. Show me that they're not studs. Put them out in the fire and see if they come up like the Phoenix or they burn the ashes. That's what I need to see. I don't need to see them riding the pond. Especially when the linebackers getting barbecue chicken. That's all I'm saying. They need to play them, bro. Real talk. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The spot. That's what I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Play them. I mean, the way Nathan Gary played against the Rams and last week, how worse can you get? How worse can you get? Just think about it. How worse can you get? Yeah, vegan. Hey, vegan. I brought that up earlier. A lot of we have no turnovers, right? This is the reason that I brought it up. We ain't got no turnovers on the defense. Only turnover that we got is on special teams. Shout out to Kayvon Wallace. So that's the only turnover that we had, right? But it's not Slay's fault because Slay is shutting down the side and people ain't throwing to him. Why throw to him when I can throw to Avonte Maddox? When I can throw on Nickel Roby Coleman side in the middle. You know what I mean? I don't need to press anything over there. I don't need to press anything over there. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Sure enough. As long as the team has no OC, Jim Schwartz and Howie, nothing will get better. We will be complaining every damn week. I actually think Howie did a good job this draft, man. Y'all can agree with me, y'all can disagree. I actually think Howie did a good job at this draft. Other than the Jalen Hurts pick. You know what I mean? Which I feel as though you could have, there's so many other players you could have. So I mean, you could have had Fulton from LSU. You could have had Gaithers that we just faced, the linebacker we just faced at Cincinnati. You could have had another receiver. You know what I mean? You could have had so much. Laviska Shenault. You could have had so much in the second round. Other than that, I thought as though he did do a good job. I like the receivers that he got. I like the linebackers that he got. I think Driscoll is going to be a problem. I like Driscoll. I feel as though that he is going, if he stays healthy, he is going to be our starting left or right tackle, wherever we need him at, man. I like this kid, man. If Dillard gets it together, he'd be on our left. And whenever Lane Johnson goes, I think Driscoll can take to him. So I really like the draft. But you're right. We need an OC. I think Richie Rich should be calling the plays because Doug said it himself. 2-minute warning is when Rich is basically implemented in a game plan. And that's the only time we use them, but that's the only time we flourish. No huddle, 2-minute warning, right? That's when we score, right? So come on, man. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Call me the Jello man. Why is there other teams play? Why is there other teams play that young rookies become successful, but the Eagles only play their young rookies the following year? It's unbelievable. To me, it's front office. To me, it's front office. I don't know, man. Like on the defensive side, like I don't know what Jim is doing. I don't understand that. I think that he's attached to these players like Nathan Gary, TJ Edwards, Jalen Mills. He's attached to these guys, so he doesn't want to put them in a bond to where those like you getting benched. It's nothing wrong with getting benched for a better player. Prove me that you're better. I'm gonna bet you for this week. I'm gonna let this kid see what he do. Either he gonna float or he bound to drizzle. So, me personally, man, if I just keep saying the same freaking thing, insanity, saying the same thing, doing the same thing, and expecting different results. If you keep saying Nate Gary get a barbecue chicken, if you keep saying Jalen Mills out of position, and getting burnt for 20-yard reception, getting burnt for a touchdown, and then making a tackle behind the line of scrimmage and flexing like he done did something. It's time to pull somebody, man. It's time to pull somebody, man. You see Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox is very talented. I like him a lot, but he's not an outside corner. You see Nickel Roby-Coleman getting barbecue chicken by Cooper Kupp. You pull him. You put in Nickel Roby-Coleman, who shout out to him, made a tweet and said, "I don't know why I'm putting in all this work if I can't even get no burn," basically. And a week later, he gets burned, and he did a good job. Come on, man. That's coaching. That's coaching. This is the problem that we have right now in Philadelphia, yo. When Sanders ran it 5 more times, we went. Hey, Marquise, I've been saying this. He ran the ball 8 times in the second half. He had 75 yards in the first half. He was giving them all the smoke that they wanted. And then Doug comes on, and what does he say? Oh, we fatigued. I kept him away because he's fatigued, because you wanted to look good. But Miles Sanders showed you up. He come on WIP on an interview and says, they asked him, well, Doug said you was fatigued. How you feel about that? Fatigue? He like, fatigue. I was ready. Whatever they threw at me, I was ready. I'm ready to go to war. Come on, man. Stop it. You wanted to get past happy. Your quarterback is struggling, and you made him throw 41 times when Miles Sanders was dominating them in the run game. Where they do that at? Not around here. Stop it, Doug. Stop it, man. Doug be trying to talk to people. I'm going to tell y'all what Doug been doing, man. Doug be trying to talk to people like he the smartest man in the freaking room. You can't do that. That's what happened with Chip Kelly. That's why we got his behind up out of here. You cannot do that. You're not the smartest man in the room all the time. I don't care that you played in the NFL. I see what I see on TV. I know how to break down things just like you do. But it seems like I know better. I know what I'm seeing better than what you do. I'm seeing that Carson Wentz is better when he's rolling out. I'm seeing that the offensive line is struggling and getting Carson Wentz tortured. I'm seeing that JP is giving up on plays, but you don't see that. You want to keep your quarterback in the pocket. Oh, man, stop it, y'all. Stop it, Doug. Where we at, y'all? My bad, y'all. I went on my little rant again. Y'all know how I get. Exactly, Fresh. We gotta let these rookies play and evaluate they play. The best players should be on a exactly. I don't care about your name. I don't care about your salary. I don't care about how long you've been with this organization. If you are not better than the person that's behind you, you need to be behind them. That's just facts. And they need to understand that. And maybe that'll level their game up. Like, damn, I just got benched for a rookie. Oh no, let me get in the kitchen. Let me whip something up. Nah, that ain't what you do. That ain't what you do. Sometimes you gotta punch your own player in the nose to make him react. Punch your own team in the face to make them know, yo, I ain't playing with y'all. We come to ball. That's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. And right now, who is the leader of this team? Who is the leader of this team? And that's another reason why we miss Malcolm Jenkins, yo. Remember in 2018 when we was getting barbecue chicken all over the place, and Carson Wentz was at the helm, and was it the Titans game? Down up 17, lost that. Then it was it was the Carolina game first, down 17, lost that. Then it was the Titans game, down 17, lost that. Malcolm Jenkins stepped to Jim Schwartz's office. Hey, Jim, let me holler at you for a minute, man. Listen, dumb this stuff down. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on that these young players ain't getting it. Avonte Maddox and Jalen Mills and all these other dudes. I don't think Jalen Mills is hurt. Excuse me. Avonte Madison, Crevion LeBlanc, and all these other dudes, they ain't getting it. Nathan Gary ain't getting it. Dumb this stuff down, and then we went on a run. The defense stepped up. We don't have that right now. We don't have the defensive guy to be like, yo, Jim, yo, you don't see Nate? You don't see Nate? Either be simple with him or get him the heck out of here. We don't have that, and that is a problem. It's a problem, man. How Phil Miles Sanders fatigue talk is in Tampa Bay. I don't know what you mean, bro. Back from Philly published with the wife, but I was listening the whole time in the store. Keep the good work, Eagles all day. Hey, Chris, man, I appreciate you, man. I always see you dropping through, man. Appreciate you, man. Yodak, man. You already know, man. You part of the Yodak gang. Hey, listen, y'all. About that time, man. I didn't give y'all 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the general time. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all for giving me y'all time. More importantly, man. Seriously, before we get out of here, man. Usually what I do is I'll be wanting to know where everybody tuned in from. You know what I mean? If you're new to this, just be true to this. I mean, let me know where you at, man. Drop the pin, man. Let me know where you at. So I just want to know where everybody at. You know what I mean? So drop the pin. Let me know where y'all at, man, before I get out of here, man. I want to know where all my appreciation is coming from, man. Seriously. I don't know what happened. You drawn stuck. Fournette. Fournette, that's where you from? Where the heck is Fournette at? Where Fournette at? It's crazy. I'm looking on my YouTube, John. I'm getting all my comments on here, but they not coming on this joint right here. Sure enough, I know where you from. You from G Town, man. Okay, Dallas. Keep up the good work. Hey, Lone Ranger, how long you been in here, man? My guy, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. See, that's another thing, man. When I tell y'all drop the pins, I be seeing who all in here, man. A lot of people be watching, man. I appreciate it. Just watching. You ain't got to comment. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, please make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out, man. Please. I appreciate it, man. You already know. But we got Vineville. We got a couple Jersey, okay. We had the same amount of losses as the Saints. Y'all need to chill. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, you want to know what's crazy real fast? I want y'all to keep dropping y'all locations. Why nobody talking about Deshaun Watson? Deshaun Watson has not had a win this year. And the whole media is talking about Carson Wentz. Nobody talking about Deshaun Watson. I think he got 6 interceptions, if not 5. Why nobody talking about Deshaun Watson? Everybody want to come at Carson, man. I don't. What has Carson done to the media to make him a hot topic like this? I don't get it, man. Overbook all day. Okay. Louisville. Okay. Oh, y'all everywhere, man. Toledo, 2 hours from Cleveland. Okay. Hey. When the finals start tomorrow? Finals start tomorrow, right? Bakersfield. Y'all be Eagles. Shout out to y'all, man. Like Eagles fans be everywhere, man. Seriously, appreciate y'all. Hey, listen, appreciate all of y'all, man. Listen, a lot of people haven't been commenting the last couple weeks, so I'm gonna let all of y'all know in here. I don't know if y'all do know, like we said, media manipulation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, listen, I do a giveaway on Fridays, right? You know what I mean? I pick a player and I'll be wanting to know who is whatever player going to have how many yards, whatever the case may be, and how many receptions. That's what I do. You know what I mean? But a lot of people haven't really been commenting. I give away a free $15 gift card every single week. A lot of people ain't been commenting. It's free money, y'all. So every Friday, I'm not gonna give it to y'all now. So calm down, everybody. Every Friday, I give y'all a free giveaway. So y'all gotta tune into the do's and don'ts and comment on that. Y'all also gotta be a subscriber, which I'm sure most of y'all are. If y'all ain't, make sure you hit that sub button, man. Already, I mean, all you gotta do is ding. It don't take you nothing. It take you 2 seconds out your day. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm giving away $15 gift card, man, every single week of this season. You know what I mean? And I will ask the question at the beginning of the video. You comment, whoever comes to the closest or hits it on the head, free money, man. As Jersey Boy, his his joint on the way. You know what I mean? Somebody else, they joint on the way, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Free money. It's because I appreciate y'all. It's because I appreciate y'all, man. But I'm getting out of here, man. Appreciate everybody. I see we got New Orleans in here. I see we got a whole bunch of people in here. But until next time, man, I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Hit that notification, gang. Yo that. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly. Stay fresh.